Hey fellow Vault Dwellers, it's Angry Turtle, and in this video we'll take a look on Arctic Marine Armor set that I was able to just recently unlock. But first I'm showing you very briefly how the Secret Service armor set looks just for a comparison. And yeah, and now we swap the armor and enjoy the glory of Arctic armor set. And now's the time for more info about this armor. First thing that you really need to know is that you cannot really obtain it in any other way but doing a daily ops to get the plans. You need to do daily ops and you need to be very lucky. If you do it daily, below 8 minutes, it will still take a lot of time to complete a set. I'm talking from my own experience. I just now unlocked it. It's in the game for quite a while now. Therefore, yeah, luck needs to be on your side, or you need to be very persistent with doing daily ops daily below 8 minutes. After you will unlock and learn the plans for this armor, you can find it under sturdy armor category on your armor workbench and is just on top. It's about the same cost as any other armor in regards to crafting, and you craft it as non-legendary, starting at level 35, maxing out at level 50, and of course you can make it legendary through the legendary crafting. Now about the modifications for the marine armor. Those are exactly the same mods as regular marine armor. Arctic Marine Armor is just sharing all those mods. Therefore, if you unlocked the mods for Marine Armor, you will have unlocked all the mods for Arctic Marine Armor. If you didn't, then you need to Google the regular Marine Armor mods and unlock them. If you did, then the best mod for the resistance will be Buttressed. That will offer you the best resistance. There is no shadow, therefore this armor is not stealth focused. About the miscellaneous mod, of course, it shares the same mods as Marine Armor, and I do recommend either going for ultralight build, or Biocom Mesh for torso, or Asbestos Lining. Like, those are my top 3. Eventually, if you use a lot of explosive, Dense will be great as well. For my limbs, I have ultralight on all those pieces. Now, resistance this armor offers. It's decent. It is better than regular marine armor, and on top of that, it does offer resistance from cryo damage. Therefore, it's the only armor that offers resistance against cryo damage. If we compare this armor to Secret Service armor, you can see that Secret Service have clearly higher resistance, but we'll go in a second over what's actually better for you if you want Secret Service or Marine. In my opinion, Marine looks much better, then that's one plus if you want to use it without outfit. But it's not the only thing Marine offers. This cryo resistance is actually, even though it's small on paper, it's very useful for some purposes. Okay, first let's equip my Unyielding Secret Service for first test, because one of the reasons you can use it is if you have any weapon with cryo damage and explosive. As you know, self-damage from explosive with cryo is really high. Therefore, you can greatly reduce it if you will have any cryo resistance. Like this pistol, it's just 24 cryo damage. But look at my health in full set of Secret Service armor. By the way, those are my stats in Secret Service armor. 382 damage resistance, 352 energy resistance, 352 radiation resistance, and that includes my mutations and under armor, of course. And in my opinion, it's the best to compare full set while it's equipped rather than piece by piece. Now currently I have 77 health. I will shoot the ground once. And I dropped to 61. Then I took 16 damage, what's quite a high portion of the total 26. Now let's compare it to other armor after we heal. Let's equip this marine armor. As well, one thing Marine do not offer, there is no jetpack for Marine armor, and Secret Service does offer a jetpack, therefore this can be a deal breaker for you. Now with this armor equipped, I have slightly lower damage resistance, quite significantly lower energy resistance and much lower radiation resistance, but I'm getting in exchange 52 cryo resistance. My current health 85, and let's shoot the ground once. It dropped my health to 81. You can see I took only 4 damage compared to 16 damage I took in Secret Service. Therefore, if you want to use some cryo explosions, it's definitely a good choice. The same can be said if you want to do any PvP. This cryo resistance will be quite significant difference. Now about regular mobs. How much of a difference this resistance will actually do? Now for some practical test, I have 310 HP, and let's see, I equip again Secret Service armor. Let's see how much damage I will be taking in Secret Service armor just by standing like in here and being shot by all those super mutants around. You can observe, I will open this tab, you can observe how much damage I'm taking, and then after a moment we change armor to Arctic Marine to see if there is like any significant difference between those two in practice when I'm being shot by both energy and ballistic damage. You can see I'm quite tanky in Secret Service armor. The question is what will be after the swap. Okay, now we heal. So we want to sustain the same firepower from those super mutants. Now I change, we have a full set of Marine. It's the same, it's unyielding. None of those pieces have any sentinel effect on it. The Stimpack will just expire. Stimpack just expired. Now you can see the damage I'm taking. Is it really like a significant difference? I would say you can see a little bit of a difference, and that's probably the extent of a difference. It's not significant by any means. It's a little bit of a difference if we equip this armor compared to Secret Service. And now one more time we are wearing full set of Secret Service. This time it's Radiation Test. We are directly on the fissure side. We're taking 2 rad per second. With this 352 radiation resistance, you can see how fast my health is going down due to the radiation. I will show you this for a couple more seconds, and then we swap for Arctic Marine armor to see if there is any significant difference in case of radiation resistance. Okay, I think you have a grasp how fast it's going. Now let's change. And now you can see how fast it's going with Marine, Arctic Marine. And I think in this scenario, it's clearly visible that I'm taking much more rads after this swap. Like this over 200 radiation resistance that I'm losing by this swap is certainly visible. Therefore, if radiation is your issue, this armor is probably not recommended. It's not the best for radiation resistance, although it's not the worst either. There are much worse sets in regards of radiation resistance. This does offer some decent protection anyway. For comparison, if I would unequip the armor, you can see I'm taking crazy amount of rads. I have just 5 radiation resistance from under armor. That does make a difference. Therefore, it does offer good radiation protection, but not as good as Secret Service for sure. Now about my final verdict about this armor. Would I choose it over other armors that are already in the game? Personally, if not the fact that I already have unyielding Secret Service, and of course, this set of unyielding is only here because of the custom server, otherwise I would not be able to afford resources for that, I would go for it. If not the fact I already have Secret Service, I would go for it. This extra cryo resistance is really nice, and I like the weapons with cryo explosive damage. The trade-off in energy and ballistic resistance is quite small in practice. Radiation resistance is more significant. The cryo resistance is really nice. I do like it. The look of this armor is great. Like, I think that's one of the best looking armor sets in Fallout 76 at this moment, if you want to wear it without outfit, as of course outfit will cover the armor. But the most important question is it for you? And this question only you can answer. I cannot answer it for you. I hope I show you everything that was important about this armor set and what's the difference compared to like the best #1 resistance set, what Secret Service set. Let me know what you think. And now as always, thank you a lot for watching and see you guys in the next one.